In the heart of Bright City, where skyscrapers stretched towards the heavens and the streets buzzed with the symphony of urban life, there lay a secret stitched into the very fabric of reality. It was in this bustling metropolis that young Alara Gray discovered her extraordinary powers under the most unusual circumstances. Alara, a fledgling graphic artist in a well-known advertising firm, had always had a penchant for seeing the world just a bit differently. Little did she know, her vision was quite literally extraordinary. One fateful evening, as she walked home from a late shift, a strange shimmer in the air caught her eye in the alley beside her apartment building. As she approached, the shimmer morphed into a vortex of glowing light. Curiosity overpowering caution, Alara reached out. The moment her fingertips brushed the anomaly, a surge of energy coursed through her, and the world around her transformed. The dark alley bathed in a radiant silver glow, and she could see the life force of small creatures bustling about, energies glowing bright against the night. Shaken yet invigorated by her new vision, Alara soon discovered she could manipulate these energies. This newfound ability came just in time, for in the shadows of Bright City lurked the malevolent entity known as the Void. Feeding on the city's light and hope, the Void had grown powerful, turning people's fears against them and plunging parts of the city into despair. Haunted by her encounter with the vortex, Alara spent weeks honing her powers, driven by a deep-seated feeling that something sinister was at play. Using her ability to see and manipulate energy, she started to fight the despair that the Void spread, restoring small pockets of hope and light around the city. Alara, who took on the alias Lumina, became a beacon of hope. Yet, every action has an equal reaction. The Void, now aware of her existence, began to see her as a threat. One chilly evening, as the city was draped in the veils of a foggy night, the Void confronted Lumina on the rooftop of Bright Tower, the tallest building in the city. The battle was fierce. Lumina dodged blasts of dark energy, countering with streams of radiant light. Each strike against the Void lifted a little more of the city's despair, restoring its vibrant energy. But as the fight grew more intense, Lumina realized that brute force would not be enough to save Bright City. Drawing deep from within, she tapped into the city's collective hopes, dreams, and aspirations. A dazzling aura emanated from her, and as it did, the citizens of Bright City, once cowered in their homes, began to fill the streets. Their hopes mingled with Lumina's light, their collective willpower turning into a force of its own. Empowered by the city itself, Lumina unleashed a final surge of pure luminous energy. The Void, overwhelmed by the combined strength of Lumina and the people's hopes, was expelled, dissipating into nothing more than a whisper of what it once was. As dawn broke, the city shimmered under a golden sunrise. People came out of their abodes, eyes wide with wonder. There was talk about the mysterious figure they saw on the rooftop, how the light seemed to dance with her every move. From that day forth, they knew they had a guardian, a protector born of their own resilience. Alara Gray, back in her modest apartment, watched over the city from her window. She knew her life had changed forever. No longer just a graphic artist, but a true heroine, she promised to keep honing her powers. For in Bright City, hope now had a guardian, and despair had an enemy. And for as long as she was there, light would never cease to shine.